right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley. Jim Jackson and Steven Jackson are back. Time now for a big story. All right, let's move to Oklahoma City, where Paul George left Russell Westbrook in the dust over the weekend, heading for the greener pastures in L.A. with Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Reportedly, Westbrook and the Thunder are now working on finding him a way out of OKC, and there appears to be mutual interest between Westbrook and the Miami Heat, where he could be teamed up with Jimmy Butler in a remake of Dumb and Dumber. I'm sorry.
Man, stop it.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading what's in the script.
You put it in there.
All right, can Russell Westbrook, can he reinvent himself as a basketball player?
I want to defend him so bad.
Come on.
I love him.
I got him.
L.A. Okay, good. You're going to need to get him. He can't reinvent himself. A lot of this is a perception issue in the first place. We're putting an inordinate amount of blame on Russell Westbrook, when in reality, we know it's not all on Westbrook. A lot of this is circumstantial. Let's just be real about this. What's the three most important factors in real estate? Location, location, location. Where the hell is OKC? Oh, we know where it is. So one, bing, bing, they already come up to bat with a strike in terms of free agents, in terms of big-time superstars. Let's just be real about it. So then, let's talk about this organization.
They had 3 MVPs, but go ahead.
Oh, and then how did they leave? And did they get the organization? This is where I really want to focus on before I get to Westbrook. Did Kevin Durant return them any riches when he left? No, organization. Come on, do better. Okay, Victor Oladipo, you just traded him away. You got some things back in return, but did y'all hold on to him? James Harden, did you hold on to him? He wanted $4 million more a year, and you said, no, go, James Harden, find greener
We'd rather
pastures.
keep Ibaka.
I'm just going to say this organization has really made tremendous missteps that has landed on
No one wants to play with
Russell Westbrook. All I'm going to say is Russell Westbrook is a player that is going to go down in history taking a lot more criticism, i.e. Carmelo Anthony, than necessarily deserve, and it's unfortunate.
Carmelo's a good
I love,
comparison.
well, let's go. I'm going to start with the organization. They had 3 MVPs. I was on a team where we had them up 2-0 in the Western Conference Finals with James, Russ, and KD. They came back and beat us 4 games straight with Tim Duncan. 4 games straight. The following season, they had a chance to keep James, like you said. They wanted to keep Nick Collison. They wanted to make him happy. They wanted to make Serge Ibaka happy. I like Serge. And they wanted to keep Kendrick Perkins happy. Where's my little brother? But you have the opportunity to keep James, Russ, and KD together.
Steve.
That was a bad move by Sam Presti.
KD just left Westbrook because he couldn't play with him. Now Paul George just left.
I'm going to ask you a question. Let me finish. Where have we read that it came out of KD mouth, hold on, James' mouth, or somebody else that he played with that said he's a bad teammate, I don't want to play with him? Nobody's never heard that.
KD's one of his little business associates just
I know him. I know him very well. He was never on that sideline. He never received a pass from Russ. He never played with Russ. So I respect his opinion because he's been around Russ and KD. But at the same time, I've never heard no player in the NBA say I don't want to play with him. Now, if any player, being a player, seeing Russ, any player in the NBA, that guy that averages a triple-double and knows that he cares when there's so many guys in the NBA that's in the game for the wrong reasons, they would love to play with Russ. And if he gets the chance to go to Miami, he would get appreciated because Pat Riley appreciates guys like Russell Westbrook.
Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I got a lot to say. I'm going to let y'all
It's a weird dynamic because there's 2 things. And I'm going to address the organizational part.
Please.
The challenge they had at the time with Ibaka or Harden was that the 2 teams in front of them were San Antonio and the Lakers, who were bigs. So they were caught in between. Do I keep a 6-man that I can go get somebody to score 15 points, or do I have my centers in place that's going to battle against San Antonio and against the Lakers? So I kind of understand why they made the decision based on who they had to go through to get to the finals. But as far as Westbrook is concerned, the toughest thing for me, because I love the person that he is and how he plays. I love the competitive nature that he has. My thing is that I said this before, and Steve, you can back this up. With Pop, you knew certain things you couldn't get away with. You knew from the beginning, no matter how volatile, how competitive, what your nature was, certain things you couldn't do.
Right.
Russ has never had that situation cast upon him from the time he's gotten into the league. So he developed some bad habits, okay? You develop bad habits, it comes back to haunt you. We've seen it a lot of times with the turnover, some bad decisions, all of those things, okay? That's partly on the organization, but it's also partly on Russ by not growing through that as a basketball player. I do believe, for me, by playing in Miami with Pat Riley, if he gets to a situation like that, if they can figure out how to work around their cap space situation, that the different mindset that is down in Miami, one of the best organizations in sports, okay? The accountability aspect.
They're going to hold him accountable.
Is so different that now Russ is forced to have to change some things about his personality, but more importantly, how he approaches the game. I love to see him in that situation so we can all answer the question whether he can reinvent himself, because we don't know right now.
Jimmy Butler going to help him.
And so I'm someone that disagrees with you, Mark. I do think he can reinvent himself, and I think he needs to. And I think that, again, I don't like giving up, and Russ is still relatively young, you know, compared. I'm 52, he's a young person, and I've made some changes in my 30s. I think he can. I think the Heat will help a lot, Pat Riley, and that. I think they'll play a 20% role if he went to the Heat in changing him. But mostly, I think Russ is going to have to change because Russ is going to want to change. I hope he doesn't get caught up in everybody that says it's the organization, it's Billy Donovan, it's this, it's that. Russell Westbrook needs to look in the mirror, and I think he's going to be forced to say, damn, I'm the common denominator. Great players keep exiting me, and if you turn the damn film on, he plays stupid and forces guys to get.
Come on, Whit.
He plays hard, but he don't play smart, and he's got to change.
You can't average a triple-double 3 years playing stupid in the NBA.
Oh,
First off. Second, Russ, this was a blessing in disguise for him because he don't look bad in this. He was being loyal. Y'all showing me y'all not about winning. So this is a blessing in disguise for him to start over and go somewhere else.
And play a different style of basketball. That stat padding is great. It gets talked about on TV, but it don't win nothing.
It's not stat padding to me. It's called playing harder than everybody else. Well, look, if you can go get a triple-double, you go get it.
But Stack, you got to translate that. You got to materialize that because he's been out in the first round the last 3 years since KD left. First round.
Okay, so there's a lot of guys we can say that.
No, I get you. But when you say winning,
don't have Paul George.
There's a lot of guys that don't have championships. That's put up numbers.
But Jax, when you say winning, then there's like winning to what level, what degree? We should be winning more, and we're not. And this is why I disagree with you two about he's going to change if he gets in a different circumstance. If he changes with that personality that fuels that motor that we have not seen in the NBA in a long time, you know what that means? Him changing is an admission that I've been wrong. That's an admission that he's been doing something the wrong way. And guess what? This is not a guy who's going to admit that he's done something wrong because in his eyes, he's done what, like Stacks has said, triple doubles and put us in a position to win it. And Karen, what am I doing wrong? It's on y'all. Y'all don't want the smoke.
You said something right, though. And at 41, and he'll tell you, since the big three, I made changes. When I'm worrying about the referees and worrying about all stuff I don't control, I play like trash. I shouldn't even be on the court. The last 2 years, I've been focusing on just basketball, and my game has went through the roof. And that's what Russ needs to do. Like you said, he got to look himself in the mirror and understand that you got to stop worrying about stuff that you can't control. And that's a lot of his problems come from that.
I don't think Russell Westbrook he doesn't have that issue of focus. He doesn't have the issue like I'm caught up in other things. Those things are not distractions to him. Matter of fact, he runs in and bulldozes through them. This is a different psychology. This is, in a lighthearted way, this is the husband in the car knowing he going the wrong way and ain't gonna ask his wife for directions. He's like, you know what? We just gonna ride. We gonna find our way.
We'll figure it out.
We gonna figure out. I think Russell Westbrook is of that psychology.
And you know what? And when your wife isn't Holly Berry, you can do that. But Pat Riley is the Holly Berry of the NBA. And Jim, what I think is like, Pat Riley's gonna have some real tough discussions with Russ that I don't think OKC was willing to have.
But he'll respect it, though, because it's coming from Pat Riley.
He'll respect it. This is how Pat is. The beauty about Pat Riley is this. From 1 through 15, everybody is held accountable. When I was there, he was on Alonzo's butt like no other because he knew in order for everybody else to be in line, he had to get on Alonzo.
You got to go through
it. It was times when we would practice that I had him as a coach, not executive, on the floor, where he may not say anything to you. okay? But then later on that night may treat you to dinner. Then the next day on the bus or shoot around may not say anything. He always kept you off balance. But one thing he wanted you to do, play the game the right way, okay? I want you to play the game the right way and play hard. You do that and be a professional on and off the court. And the conversation that if it does happen with Russ is this. This is how we do things here in Miami. Ask LeBron. Ask LeBron. This is how we do things here. It's not contingent upon one player, okay? It's contingent upon the 15 guys that are signed up. We're going to continue to move with or without you. Either you can come in line or you can't. But this is how we do things. If you do things the right way, you're going to be successful now while you play. But more importantly, when you get done, because Mickey Erickson going to take care of you.
That's what Russ needs, though. He needs that.
But that's my point.
That's what he needs.
All right, stick around. Later in the show, we'll give you our latest approval ratings for Russell Westbrook. And Uncle Jimmy will tell us what he thinks of Mr. Triple-Double. Also coming up, Justin Verlander just put MLB on blast over Juice Baseball. Nick Swisher joins us live from the All-Star Weekend.